Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed. If I'm welcoming you back and you like what you see, I'd love it if you subscribed. This was suggested in my inbox. If you didn't know, I've got an email address. It's chattoexposed@aol.com, and if there's a video that you want me to do, just drop me a line with a link in if you've got the link, and I will add it to the ever-growing list. But this one was suggested. My electric was shut off. I vaguely remember this, but I can't remember what she said in it. So let's get going.
Hey guys, so I know it's a little dark because I'm in my car and I have the little light on pulling into my parking space. I'm home from work, but I have some things that I want to say. So I know I shouldn't care.
I have some things I want to say. You're pulling into your parking space. Why couldn't you wait until you'd stopped the car? I don't understand why you had to start recording as you're driving into your complex and parking up the car. Was it to set the scene about how dark it was? I don't...
Or what people think or what people say, etc. But, you know, I am only human, and to some extent, I care. And I especially care when people are saying things that are not true, okay?
How many times have you had to do a video starting off like that? People are saying things that aren't true. The only person that says things that aren't true is you. And you don't like it when you get called out on it. So maybe if you stop lying, people would have nothing to talk about.
Do I go out and buy makeup? Yes. I buy makeup. But I'm also working. But I can't afford my life. So occasionally I'll buy something. Like a pair of shoes or a wig or a highlighter or a blush. Do I need it? No.
Right, so why are you buying it? If you can't afford your life, the first thing to go are the luxuries. So no wigs, no shoes, no highlighters, no crap that you don't need. What you do is you pay your bills, you buy your groceries, and if you happen to have a few pennies left, then you can go and treat yourself to a lip gloss. But normal grown-ups make sure that everything's paid first before they treat themselves. You've got this huge thing about treating yourself. You have to treat yourself. How often do you have to keep treating yourself when you can't afford to?
Invariably, I always end up returning it because, like, the electricity went off in my apartment. I don't have money to pay my rent tomorrow. Like, I'll have money by Friday, but I don't have money to pay my rent tomorrow. Because everything, I don't get, the way that I get paid and everything, it's just, I guess I didn't plan enough. I didn't know.
No, you didn't. That's the whole point. You've just said it yourself there, but you never listen to the reasonable side of your brain that's saying to you, you need to budget, you need to put money away for the rent, the electric and every other bill that you have to pay, you need to budget for the groceries, and then you have to have a little bit in reserve for in case things go tits up, like you get a flat tyre, or your washing machine stops working, or whatever the case may be. You break a heel on your shoe and they can't be fixed, so you need to buy a new pair. That's what grown-ups do, Lori. Normal human beings at 50 years and above have all this stuff fucking down pat. We know what we're doing. We know when the bills are due. Oh, I didn't know. The way I got paid. No! There are no excuses. You should know how to budget by now.
My car insurance and Burke's car insurance and my renter's insurance all gets taken out. I don't know. All I know is this, okay? I have a job, right? I work at Scentsy and I work at my other job. It's not like I'm sitting home eating bonbons, purchasing mass quantities of jewelry and everything. Like, I stopped doing I stopped getting my nails done. I do them myself. I stopped getting my eyelashes done. I wear the fake eyelashes myself.
Stop buying fake eyelashes. Stop buying nail polish. Pay your bills. Live like an adult. Because this is the first time you've ever had to work properly and pay your own bills, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And you think, I've got a job. I should be able to treat myself. No, it doesn't work like that. There's people that are working 2, 3 and 4 jobs and can't afford to have their fucking nails done or their eyelashes done. We're living in a shit time where fucking wages are low and jobs are few. I don't understand how you've got to this fucking age and you don't know how to fucking budget. Your mother took far too good care of you so that you never had to think about any of the nasties in life. Well, guess what? You're a big girl now. Put your big girl panties on and fucking budget like everybody else does.
I bleach my own hair. I need to get it cut every so often, right? Okay, sometimes I cut pom-pom. I don't know where I left off.
You left off cutting pom-pom.
I'm just telling everybody, I'm doing the best that I can.
No, you're not.
Where I live is too expensive. My mother didn't kidnap me here, okay? And I never said my mother kidnapped me.
Yeah, you did. And I will find that video one day. She kidnapped me and left me, abandoned me here. Yeah.
But I'm in Dana Point because of her. And I cannot move.
No, you're not in Dana Point because of her. You're in Dana Point because of you. You wanted to be HRH's BFF and that didn't work out like you planned it. Don't blame your mother. It's all you.
Moving costs money. And I like it here too. Burke likes it here. Like, I wanted to send him to a good school. This is like going back in time.
See, I like it here, Burke likes it here, and I wanted to send him to a good school, but it wasn't your idea. Okay.
I guess people just want me to not buy anything, and then what do I show on YouTube? Like, I have nothing to show.
YouTube isn't all about showing. See, that's where you got it all fucking arse backwards. Just because Lisa D1 spends all day showing what she bought all week on a Friday doesn't mean you have to. You could do videos about 1,000 different things and not have to show anything. It isn't all about showing. And do you get any extra views when you're showing stuff? No. You get the most views when you do a live and you're just talking to people. Have you not noticed that? You don't need to buy all of fucking Sephora.
And it's a pick-me-up. Like, I could see getting...
A fucking bar of chocolate is a pick-me-up. An ice cream. Fucking hot fudge sundae or whatever it is you like. That's a pick-me-up. Not a £50 Tom Ford fucking lipstick.
Mad at somebody who... I can't even see that, honestly. Like, people, you can spend your money the way you want, and you can then ask for money or ask for help or do whatever you want. Person on the corner of the street, I don't care if they are begging for money on the corner of the street and live in a mansion. What do I care? I only care whether I want to give to them. right? That's so this all comes about because everybody thinks that every time I say anything about money that I'm begging for money. And yes,
Yes, because you are. Put that little subliminal thought out there. Oh, I wanted to treat myself, but I had to pay my electric bill. Oh, my fucking heart bleeds.
I I always want help. I need help. I am doing everything in my own power. I'm working. I'm working a lot. I work at YouTube. I work at Scentsy. I work at the mall.
So now, learn to budget. There's people on the Gossip Bakery that know when YouTubers get paid. And they don't even have YouTube accounts. So if they know when the money's due in, why don't you? And when your money's due out? It's simple enough. My rent is $2,000. I need to put aside $2,000. My food bill is $2,000. Whatever. Just learn to fucking budget.
When I get something for free, like a bag, I advertise it. I'm going to sell all the bags that I get for free. Yes, oh my God, I know that this is going to make people crazy, but I'm going to sell them. I'll give them to you. I'll sell it at a better price than what you can get, but I have to sell them. I'm not going to walk around with expensive bags that are worth money when I can't pay my electricity.
When did you get free bags? Huh? You may have got one once. You make it sound like it's something you do all the time. That every fucking designer in the world's been sending you their bags to show. That's a load of bollocks.
Which you'll see now. That's my apartment. It's pitch black.
And? Whose fault's that?
The
Yours.
dogs are in the pitch blackness. What can I say? I live beyond my means, and my rent is over $2,100 for a one.
So why did you not move? Really? You said when you went from the 2 to the 1 bedroom that you were paying for it all along. So you could afford to pay for it while your mum was putting you up in the 2 bedroom. Now you're actually living in it, you can't afford to pay for it. What happened there? See? None of your stories add up.
1 bedroom, and I live in the living room. Like, gas is $4 a gallon here. I have electric. I have the cable, which I haven't turned on my TV. I have it for Burke. I have a cell phone. I don't know what people want me to do. What do you want me to do? You just want to hate on me?
No, I'm not hating on you. I'm trying to give you some fucking advice, but you won't take it. Do you really need the phone? What's the phone for? You could get rid of the phone. You could get rid of cable. You could keep your broadband because you live on your computer, and Bert could watch telly on the computer. So there, you've saved yourself some money, but of course you'd never fucking listen to anybody else's advice because you know better.
Go ahead and hate on me. Like, I'm thinking, should I do a reaction video or should I just ignore it? I don't know. I'm no different than anyone else on YouTube that does Patreon or any of those other things. I don't understand why it bothers people so much.
Because there's people out there that genuinely need help. through no fault of their own, they can't afford to feed their children. You can afford to do what you're doing. You just need to cut some corners, but you're not willing to do that. You've just said it. You still want to go and buy shit at the mall. Stop going to the mall until you have spare money to go to the mall with. You're like a fucking 15-year-old. Oh, I got my pocket money. I'm going to go and spend it now. No! What happens tomorrow? What happens the day after?
Because I put myself in your position. It wouldn't bother me if somebody kept asking and that I saw who was trying. Like, you have to be an idiot to see me any different than what is the truth, because I'm beyond the truth. I tell too much truth. I tell my whole life. I tell all of my secrets. Like, most people don't talk about their mother. I have to. I don't have anybody else to talk to. I have to put it out there. Otherwise, it'll eat me alive. It is eating me alive. I'm like in pain over all of this. I am suffering. Is that what you want? To any haters that are still hate watching, is that what you want? You want me to suffer? I'm suffering already.
Right. I don't doubt that at all. You probably are, because you've been mollycoddled your entire life. You've been handed everything you ever wanted. You had shitty little part-time jobs that you couldn't keep and ended up losing, and mummy always paid the bill. Well, now she decided you're a big girl, she's not doing it anymore, and you can't fucking cope with that. It's not fair. I was supposed to have a better life. Yeah, we all were. Yeah, we all expected to be fucking living in a castle on a hill, but it doesn't work like that. And you're sat there, people are hating me. No. They want you to grow up. You could fix this situation. For a start, you could take the fucking bus to work. Then there isn't any gas bills, fucking car insurance, and all the rest of it that goes along with it. Get the fucking bus. Then you'll be able to pay your light bill.
Like, how much more do you want me to suffer? I'm suffering. Okay? I'm suffering in so many ways. Are you happy?
No.
Does that make you happy?
No.
What do you want? Do you want me to get off of YouTube? Make a video and tell me what you want from me. I want to know.
You don't though, do you? Because people did that. People wrote on the Gossip Bakery because they knew you'd read there and told you how you could get yourself out of this situation, and you chose to ignore it. We're all haters. Everybody's a hater. And you think it's okay to buy things, use them and return them, and then buy something else, use it and return that and carry on. What do you think that does to the fucking economy? All that has to go in the bin. Nobody else can use it, but you don't fucking care. Well, they shouldn't have a returns policy then. I've never in my life met anyone so fucking entitled as you.
Do you want me to be off of YouTube? Do you want me to stop asking for money? Do you want me to not to share my life?
Yes, and
I know,
yes.
people think I'm scamming, but if I was scamming, wouldn't I be in a nicer apartment? Wouldn't I not be working? Wouldn't I just be scamming people for money and like laying back and getting a tan and going on vacations? And if you're blocked on YouTube and can't comment, or you're blocked here, which you wouldn't be seeing, but maybe you made a fake account, whatever, like, there's a reason, yeah. That's not a reason to hate somebody so much that you trash talk them, that you make videos and everyone Everyone who is commenting on any negative videos about me have been blocked. What does that tell you, right? That tells you that they need to speak. Like, they are so upset that I blocked you. Like, who am I? I'm nobody. I'm nobody to you. Move on. Why do you care?
See, that's what you want, isn't it? You want everyone that you've blocked to run away and never look back. But some of us want the new lot of people that are getting fucking reeled in by you. We want them to know the truth. That was the whole point of Exposed, was to expose the lies. If you didn't lie, there'd be no channel. If you didn't wish people dead, there would be no channel. If you didn't twist the truth and be downright fucking nasty to people, there would be no Exposed, because there would be nothing to expose. If you were all the things that you think you are, I wouldn't be here. If you were nice and helpful and an empath, and you worked hard and just treated yourself every now and then, and was nice, what would I have to say? Absolutely nothing. But you're not. You're not nice. You're not an empath. You're not caring. You're out for everything you can screw out of people now. Because you've realised you can't do the working thing. It doesn't work for you. And now you're going back to school. For how long? That'll be interesting.
Like Rhonda, who is so obsessed with Lisa. Why do you watch her? Why do you care? Rhonda.
Why do you care that Rhonda doesn't like Lisa? What's that got to do with you? Absolutely nothing. Why do you care? She's my friend. No, she's not.
Gal, Charlotte, Stephanie, Kim. Why do you care? I'll never, ever understand. Actually, I do understand, because so many of the previous haters have written to me.
Yeah, of course they have.
Saying, asking for forgiveness, and I got their side of it. And
people wrote to you asking for forgiveness. Really? For what? Having an opinion and talking to people? Who do you think you are? Fucking hell, it's the Virgin Mary in disguise.
And their side of it is this. They all said I was miserable. I was miserable. So I got, they get this little high from posting on the gossip site and then coming home and seeing everybody. And usually people are agreeing with them, and it gives them this high. And I get it. I know how that must feel. Because I look forward to reading all my comments.
You get it because you've done it, obviously. Because you were miserable. Because you are miserable. You accuse me of being miserable. I'm not miserable. I should be. What I'm having to put up with. I should be a raging fucking twat by now, but I'm not. I'm still very nice to people. I help people. I want to help you, but you'll never admit to needing help, and you would never, as long as your arsehole looks to the ground, there's no way you'd ever talk to me, because you know I'm right. And you can't bear it. If I was wrong, if I'd got everything wrong, why wouldn't you be sending all your followers over to Exposed to get them to tell me to leave you alone? No, you're not mentioning it because everything on there is true. And you don't know what to do about it because there's nothing you can do about it.
From people, every night. It's like human interaction. But then what they've also told me is, so for that brief moment, it was like this really great high. Getting all your frustrations out about somebody, trash talking them, deciding, judging, and then hypothesizing. Basically hypothesizing what you think is real, because you don't know everyone's life. And then afterwards they would have like nightmares and not feel well, and because it's living in a negative space, it's so toxic for you. And when people write me and ask for forgiveness for being a previous hater, I always forgive them.
Oh, she's good, isn't she? Are you all listening, all you horrible haters? She totally understands. She realises it's not your fault. And if you just walk away from the horrible bakery, she'll be your friend. Stop it, Lardy. No one fucking believes you.
I always do, because first of all, I think that's a huge thing to be able to do. I think it says a lot about you. It's like the first step in admitting your flaw.
What's the first step in you admitting your flaws? When have you ever held your hand up and said, I was wrong? Ever? No, because it's never fucking happened, and it never will. You expect everybody to change for you. How about you do a bit of the changing?
And we all have flaws, and we all do things that are shitty and that we shouldn't do to other people, right? Like, I honestly feel bad that I've said negative things about HRH Collection. And if I see her, I'm going to go over to her and I'm going to totally come clean and say, you know what? I trash talked you. Because I thought.
And she'll say, fuck off, weird woman. I've got a restraining order for you. Do you really think HRH gives a flying fuck what you say about her? She doesn't care.
Thought you were ripping people off. And I'm sorry.
But you're still saying she's ripping people off, and not only that, you're copying her designs. I wonder, does she know that? Would you tell her that as well? I'm really sorry, HRH. I've stolen all your designs and I've made them to make money off your coattails.
Whether I think it or not, I shouldn't have done it. I just shouldn't have. It's not nice. It didn't make me feel good. And if I think about where it came from, it was, why can't I do that? Because I wouldn't have, but I can't do that. I can't price gouge. I just can't. But,
Says the woman who got little beady bangles from Michael's in the sale for 25 cents or something stupid, and then sold them for $25. That's not price gouging, is it? And lying. Oh, I made these. If that's a thing I said to somebody the other day. Right, she keeps saying, I made them. A monkey could string beads. Yeah, a monkey could string beads. Where's your tub of beads? You have never shown a tub of beads. Because you haven't got a tub of beads. Because you never made the beady bangles. You buy them and add shit onto them. A little bit of chain that's going to get fucking stuck in everything and caught in everything. You put the lorry touch on it. We didn't fucking make it. And then you price gouge people. You got a big box full of shit that somebody sent you. And Honeybee, Helen, liked a pair of earrings because she said her sister would really love them and it was her birthday coming up. And you're like, no, they're mine. I'm keeping them. They're mine. And then you decided, no, you'd sell them to her. The woman who's been following you from day one, practically, who's always giving you money in super chats, who supported you your entire time on YouTube, and you price gouged her on the price of the earrings, and then when you posted them, she came on your live and you went, oh, the postage was more, you need to send me more money. Heartless fuck you are. You could have put those earrings in the post and said, don't worry about it, Helen. You've always had my back. I'm going to do something nice. But no. And they didn't even cost you anything. All it would have costed you was the postage. But no. Don't ever sit there pontificating about how fucking nice you are and people should do this, that and the other. Try fucking doing it yourself first.
You know what? You do you. I'm dying over. This is Rachel Zoe for Lorac. Or Lorac, Rachel Zoe. I don't know. Take a look on my Instagram. It is so for Tara babies. It's very, very, very close to the Anastasia of Beverly Hills snowflake. But it's not loose. It's hard. And it's not like the Rihanna. It's better. The Rihanna one has the sparkle, but this has that intense shine. Oh, I didn't put it on my face. Is that Burke? Burke, just come on. Okay. Burke, can you shine your light on me for a second? I'm in my...
Right. This bit I do remember. And Burke turned round and said, when I'm earning, this is never going to happen again. Because she's put him in these positions all along as he was growing up. And he thinks his poor, hard-working mother has had such a bad hand dealt to her and she's doing the best she can. He doesn't know that she's been shopping and bought lipsticks and fucking highlighters or whatever the fuck she's bought. He thinks that it's hard to live in California and she's doing her best to pay the rent and the bills and whatever when she isn't. And she's not even thinking about putting food in the fridge or the cupboards for him. I remember her doing a grocery haul in California and she said, I got this and this and this and this. I didn't know what Burke liked, so I got him this. Really? You don't know what your son eats? No, because you never fucking cook for him. You've never fed him. He has to eat at other people's houses or do a part-time job and buy his own fucking food. But he's under the spell that she's his mum. She's been there all the time. She's got his back. One day he'll find out.
My apartment. As you can see, we're waiting for the electricity to get turned back on. You know what he just said to me? And I hope this doesn't happen to him. He's like, when I become something, this is never going to happen. Shit happens, life happens. Like, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't have the money to pay the electric bill. It's that because of something else, not anything I bought, something else, the timing was just off when I get paid and such. So
you do have the money to pay the bill, but you chose not to. Isn't that what she said in another video? She waits until it gets turned off and pays it then. Why? Don't you have to pay more to have it reconnected? Isn't there a surplus that you have to pay because someone has to come out and do whatever? Why would you want it turned off before you paid it? Why? What does that save you? Nothing. You're sat in the dark. You still have to pay for the electricity you use. I don't see the point of waiting for it to be turned off. Makes no fucking sense. And that's if it was turned off in the first place, or you just decided to sit in the dark to get the morons on your channel to send you money to buy Tom Ford lipsticks and Rihanna fucking highlighters.
This is a small thing. We have a roof over our heads, right?
Yeah.
You have food. A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
See? You have food. Didn't hear him say yes, did we? Because he fucking hasn't. Because you never buy food for him. You only buy food for yourself. Fucking pets are lucky they get anything.
I know, probably shouldn't have 3 pets. I could sacrifice a lot more than I already sacrifice. And then...
Yes, you could. Exactly. But you don't want to. So it'll never happen.
You know, like what would...
Have nothing.
I'd have nothing. Like, I could get a much less expensive car.
Yeah.
True.
I actually I can't sell the car. It's not in my name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could have nothing. Like, people get mad at me. They're like, she gets takeout. Yeah, takeout's more expensive, but, you know, my reason, I have an excuse, maybe you call it, for everything. My reason is that sometimes after work, because I'm sick and I really don't feel well, like right now, I'm in so much pain, I don't want to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's lots of us out here that are in pain. There's people who are in pain that have little babies in the house. They've got no choice. They have to cook. And you don't cook. It's not like you're doing everything from scratch. It's fucking ding chicken. You put everything in the fucking microwave. How is that cooking? Ooh, take it out of the box, pierce the plastic, open the door, put it in, shut the door, press the button. Ding, dinner's ready. Oh, that was so fucking difficult to do, wasn't it?
indulge in a few things, like I was saying, yeah, I don't get my nails done anymore because those are expenses that added up. But
Yeah, you don't need it.
yeah, I do them myself, or I would do without it. But those are things that make you feel pretty. Like, you don't know as a girl, there are things that make you feel pretty.
Oh, for the love of fuck. So that's your excuse, is it? I have to have my nails and my eyelashes done to make me feel pretty. Who cares if you feel fucking pretty, so long as the bills are paid? But see, that's the difference between you and me. When I was first married and we had our son, we were living on buttons. What happened? I paid the bills. Then I bought what my son needed. And then I bought what I could afford for me and my husband. We were living on fucking tins that you didn't know what was in. And fucking soup with peas that were like bullets. Soup and toast. So that everything else was paid. Do you think I needed to treat myself? See, you don't know what real life is. You've got no fucking clue what living in the real world entails. And you're filling your son's head with a load of bollocks. And he's believing it because he's your mother. And boys are loyal.
And make you a little happy. And
Sorry.
I don't know, I just feel like I have very, very, very few little happiness pieces of my life.
Oh, here we go.
And I am disabled, you know, I am disabled. I don't like to...
What's your disability? Because it's not all the fucking illnesses you make up. Maybe if you were honest with people, they'd understand.
I hate saying that I'm disabled. It puts a label on me. And in my head, I don't feel disabled, but I am disabled. And for those of you, or for the haters that say, I'm taking your money by getting Social Security disability. First of all, I worked for that. That's my early retirement and taking it out of my taxpayers' money. No, I'm not. I worked my whole life for it. It's mine.
See, this is how her mind works. She's entitled to everything. It's hers.
Nobody would really say they're disabled when they're really not. and and obviously you can tell that I'm right, Burke.
Mm-hmm.
And you know him. He wouldn't do anything for me. No, I mean, like, he wouldn't lie for me. He would never lie, and I'm not lying. Anyone who knows me in real life knows. They know everything. The ones who say the shit don't know me in real life.
Mm.
That was her proprietary blend of fragranced oils. Lori's liquid golden sugar. Always has to have Lori in it, doesn't it? Come join me live, Lori, on YouTube. Really? Like, we don't know who you are already. We know. You're not that fucking important. Anyway, thanks for sticking with it till the end, if you did. And I will see you in the next one.